Hey, everybody. Sorry it's late. Just wanted to come on here real quick and pass on some information that I received from a fellow cattle producer. Let's see here. It should be live now. There we go. Okay. Whoop. Let me turn this down. There we go. Yeah, we'll see if anybody comes in and joins us. Let's see here. Let me move this over a little bit. There we go. Says we got one in here. That must be me. All right. Live chat. Got two people in here. Sorry it's late. And some information that y'all might want to take into consideration. Some of you might know that I do not have any cows and calves anymore, but I do still follow it a little bit. Good friend of mine I used to be roommates with and rodeo with, he still has cows and calves, buys and sells, does custom butchering. Well, he sells for custom butchering to consumers. And talked to him today. Hey, Lana, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, you caught it. But he is also a freight hauler. And he said that his agent, some cattle producers have agents that actually go to the livestock auctions and they buy cows, calves, steers, whatever they want. Excuse me. And they charge a little commission for each head of cattle. Elizabeth, how you doing? He got information that and I'm not sure where it is. Now, this is coming from him. It's not confirmed. Melinda, how you doing? That there was an auction in Hume, Missouri, Hume. I did do a little research. They just had an auction on Monday, a livestock auction. And the prices did drop a little bit. But he was saying last week, a cow-calf pair, which meaning a cow with a calf at her side, went for some cow-calf pairs were going for over $3,000 a pair, and that's outrageous. Now, this happened years ago, where bred cows were, $2,000, $2,200 to buy. This was probably about 6-8 years ago. I mean, the market was high. Well, right after some of these producers bought what we call pot loads, which is a pot load is a livestock semi-tractor trailer, the market tanked. So that means they had to produce a lot more calves out of these cows to make, to make ends meet. Anyway, with the high cost of feed and the high cost of hay, ground, a lot of these producers in the last 12, 18 months have sold off a lot of cattle because they cannot afford to feed it. And I have looked up on the USDA the population numbers. In 2018, there was 95 million head of cattle in the United States. That's in 2018, 2019. I think 2019 was probably the highest. Back in 1998, there was 1 million head of cattle in the United States. In 03, it had dropped to about 94 million head. And then in 2008, it went back up a little bit to probably 97 million. And then in 2014, it had dropped to probably 87 million. And then from 2014 up to 2018, we got back up to 95 million. Now, 2023 numbers, between 2019 and 2023, we have dropped below 90 million head of cattle. Hey, Mom, how you doing? So, what does that tell you? Well, to me, it tells me that, number one, the price in the store is going to go sky high. So if you have a connection with the beef producer to buy a half of beef, you better do it now. Number two, and I talked to one of my neighbors that actually produces cattle. And the other thing that we were talking about was, is the United States going to start importing beef for butcher from other countries? So I did look up the livestock auction in said town, and I could only go back. I've got another website I could go on to look at their history, but I just didn't take the time to do it because it's late. And I'm missing the live chat. Sorry. And the house is shaking because Easton is out here playing with Miss Linda. So let's see here. Yeah, Lana, thanks for watching. I know you're probably, man. Yeah, I hope you guys are starting to heal up anyway, you ladies. But another thing too, the small time farmer, it seems like the only people that make money when they take this stuff to auction is sometimes the beef packing plants are the ones that's going to make the money because they're going to pass on the cost to the consumers. So, what, is Miss Linda in here? I didn't see. No, she's not in here, Lana. She might be watching. I heard her Easton running back and forth, so yeah, I just thought I'd bring it to y'all's attention. I did pass this on to two old people on a couch. If you catch them on Saturday morning, maybe they'll do some more research on it. And and we had a pretty good conversation about it. I heard that, a lot of these ranchers and that, they had to sell a lot of their livestock because of the drought that was going on. And how can you replenish your livestock if the prices of replenishing it, I'm sorry, I can't talk, I'm tired. To replace their livestock is so high, it'd be 5 years before you make any money back by selling any offspring. Plus you have vet fees and feed costs and hay costs. You got to, it's really tough to do. So, let's see here. I used to have, where's it at? But I did look up the auction in Hume, Missouri, and it did give me the numbers from that auction. And they just had an auction on Monday, and it was a little bit further down. Like feeder cattle, depending on your weight range, 270 pounds average weight is $215, per head. That 270, that's a little bit bigger than a bottle calf, So, cow calf pairs down there. Well, heifers, replacement heifers, 19 head, 621 pounds at $155.50. So, anyway, I was just flabbergasted when I heard that, when my buddy was telling me that a couple weeks ago they were going for over $3,000 a pair for a cow and calf. So other than that, that's basically why I wanted to come on here live for a minute. As you can see, here over my shoulder, that's a picture that I've had for quite a while. I actually have another one of a bull. That's a Black Angus cow calf pair, and that's what we're talking about. But it's I drive down the road and I see some of these old farms, that used to have cows and calves and pigs and whatnot, and it's just everything is mass produced now. It's just, and the only people that make money anymore are the big corporations, and they make it hard for the American farmer to make any money. I mean, you're just living basically, just like everybody else is. Well, what did I do there? There we go. Turn this back here. There. Yeah, Lana and Melinda, I hope you get to feeling better. I'm starting to feel better. My sinuses are starting to clear up. Still on antibiotics and Flonase. But got 10 people in here today. Well, if anybody wants to, I'll tell you what, if you want to give me your opinion real quick, it's 9:30. I'm not going to be on here much longer. I will I'll go ahead and open up a phone line real quick. Where is it at? There it is. And let me know if you've got some meat in the freezer. So, and this ice storm that's going through Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and that, it can affect livestock too. I was watching Jake with Nunya, Texas, and he was showing, he was showing his setup down there, and he's fully sustainable. He's got hogs, turkeys, chickens. He's got and this was the first time that I think I've seen him show his place. You know, he's got a great big greenhouse that he has a wood burning stove in there and growing plants and that, keeping. He said he was feeding the fire in that stove. He said it's every 3 hours I have to come out here right now and keep the fire going to keep the temperature regulated in the greenhouse. Hi Deb, how you doing? Yeah, that's that always helps when you've got a connections, you know, with cattle and that. Um, if you just joined in, I did do some research on populations, and the population is the lowest it's been in a while. Um, um, let's see here on the USDA. Oh gosh darn it, that's not the right one I want. But let's see here. Where's that? I know it's here somewhere. Now, stray. Nope, that's not it either. But anyway, you know, I think it was back in the 90s we had the highest population of cattle, and we're down below 90 million, 92 million, I think, head of cattle. So, cattle market population numbers. Here we go. That's the one I want. Says here, in 2022, January 1st, there was 91 million. Oh my gosh, excuse me. Oh. I had some orange juice. Yeah, this is January 31st of 2022. I keep forgetting we're in 2023, right? So, but yeah, I mean, 97 in 1997 there's over 100 million, and we have just been kept dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping. 22 of January we had but 92 million head, maybe, you know. So where's that leave the United States? Still waiting. School out last 2 days. Nothing on the roads at all. Well, I guess they should have rode their bikes to school, right? You can. Yeah, it's February 1st, isn't it? I'm a day behind. Yeah, cow patties make great hen feed, Lana says. Especially if it's got corn in it, right? I can remember walking out in the pasture and stepping on a cow pie on the ground thinking it was hard and crusty, and it wasn't. It was hard and crusty on the outside, but not on the inside. So, but yeah, I mean, it just got me thinking, and I thought, man, because the mainstream media is not going to report on any of this stuff, you know. You have 14 days to get a gift. What's that mean, Lana? To get a gift, Ken. Huh. Oh, nah, I just go to Dollar General and get her a. No, I said, what is that store? Five Below or something like that? I just gonna go get her one of those blow up balloons. You know, well, I'll probably just buy the balloon and I'll blow it up. I'll take it out in the shop that's clean. I can blow it up with my air compressor. Yeah, Valentine's Day. That's what I mean. I'll get her one of those heart-shaped balloons. I'll take it out to the shop and I'll blow it up with my air compressor, and I'll set it on her pillow for Happy Valentine's Day. Yeah, I used to do that too. You'd have to kick it first to see which one was the hardest. What's really fun is when you pick up a road apple off the road, you know? You know what a road apple is? From horses. Then you could toss it like a baseball. Oh, wait a minute. I don't have this going either. Let's try to do this. All right. Now we should be good. Just about. Hang on just a minute, people. There. I didn't have that on. There we go. Okay, now we're good. Sorry about that if anybody wants to call or if anybody's been trying. I didn't have that hooked up. Somebody would have been very disappointed in me, and they're in Oklahoma. Not been around your horses, huh, Melinda? Yeah. I had a memory come up on my phone today or yesterday, and it was the old barn with my horses in it, and my Palomino brought back a lot of memories. I kind of have the chat going on my phone over here too. Now I'll do something. I don't know what yet. Because Valentine's Day rolls around, and after that, if the weather keeps straightening out, we're gonna hit it hard. Because we got a good, nice vacation coming up in May. So, excuse me, I had some orange juice, and because I've been drinking some vitamin C. Nothing else in it, just the orange juice. So, anyway. Oh, yeah. That's great, Lila. We were just talking about some cattle prices that a friend of mine made me aware of. And ugh. I can see the hen eating it, but not the guy. Oh. But yeah, the cattle prices and then the inventory numbers are dropping. So, yeah, they say they've been dropping from what I have seen. You know, in the last what did I say? 20 years. Well, I closed it out, so I can't look at it again. I mean, back in the 90s, we had over 100 million cattle in this country. And the way the prices are and the inventories are dropping, we better start finding out where our meat is coming from. So make sure that's on. Yeah, it's all on. Yeah, just follow the prompts there and live chat. Yeah. Anyway, Miss Linda was already washing her face and everything. She was messing around with the phone company, and then I told her I was going to go live for a minute. I went and called Mark and told him about this information and that, and maybe they could do some more research for us, right? Yeah, we can hear from anybody. A deadbeat gifter. Oh, is that what you're calling me? Not really. She gets the best present every day when I walk in the door with a smile on my face after fighting traffic all day long. We haven't ran down south for 3 days now. Tomorrow it would be 4 that we haven't been down to Oklahoma because of the ice. I'll tell you what, I'll take her to McDonald's. She wouldn't even go for that. Oh, here we go. Well, hello, Lila. How you doing? Pretty good. Can everybody? Let me see if everybody can hear you. Can everybody hear Lila? Let me make sure this is working good. Lana, can you hear Lila? Yeah, I know. That's good. You can hear her. Okay. Lana says, OMG. Sounds like they can hear you. Well, that's good. Well, what do you think? What do you think about all these numbers and beef prices? And Melinda says, no, you can't hear. You can't hear Lila? Right. Well, it could be. It could be. Let me see if they can hear you now. You still can't hear her? Hang on. I've got something going on here. I can hear you just fine, so hang on a minute, hon. Wait a minute. Somebody else just said something. No? Okay, hang on. I've got the wrong setting on here somewhere. Oh, wait a minute. I bet I know what it is. Hold on, babe. Hold on. How about now?
Testing 1 2 1 2.
Yeah, they should be able to hear you now, I think. Hang on. How about now?
Testing. Can anybody hear me?
I had my desktop audio turned off. That might have been it. Hang on. Yep, they can hear you. Okay, good deal. Now let's start over. Sorry about that, everybody. I had my desktop audio turned off, so good deal.
Okay.
Yes, we got it. So you think the government's just trying to scare everybody?
Yeah, I do. I think everything is. I think everything is a damn lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially today. I put on Facebook, I wrote a little thing. I wanted to find out if we had any Americans left in this country. And I said, I'm taking a poll. If you're an American, just say yes or no and pass it on. It wasn't 3 minutes later, and that was taken down.
They flagged it.
They flagged it and took it down.
Yep.
And gave me a 24-hour warning. I wrote back, I said, stick your 24-hour warning. I said, I'm an American, and I would like to know if there are any more Americans in this country.
Right.
And I guess that was still up. I don't know why, but the first one was taken down.
Huh. Yeah?
So, yeah, Big Brother's got his hand in everything.
Oh, yes, they do. But
including our food. They're going to regulate our food and tell us how much we can buy and how much we can't buy.
That's what they want. That's what some of them want, But with the cattle and stuff, I'm just trying to warn everybody that the prices are going to go even higher because of the drought that we had this last summer. A lot of ranchers and farmers had to sell off a lot of their livestock because they couldn't afford to feed it. They can't afford to buy the hay. We had ranchers in Texas coming up here. My neighbors had called me and said, "Hey, did you sell your hay yet?" And I says, "Yes, I did." She goes, "Well, we have a rancher in Texas that's buying truckloads of hay to ship down there." And evidently my neighbors had extra round bales because they've been stockpiling some hay for the last, 4 or 5 years, and using it for their cattle. So, so you got to factor in the diesel fuel, the cost to drive up here, the insurance, the cost of loading it and shipping it back to Texas. You got to factor all that cost into the price of what you got to make back when you sell the cows and calves, So
you gotta keep things in your own local community. Right. I'm a big supporter of supporting your community.
Right. I bought a quarter of beef off of my neighbor here just so I could have some extra in my freezer along with my venison, and stuff like that. If I'm hungry enough, I can go hunting up in northern Missouri and with probably within a day or two I would have meat in my freezer. I'd have to process it myself. Now I'm not going to do that because season's not going right now, but if worse comes to worse,
Yeah, things are getting pretty bad in New York City.
Oh, I bet.
It's floating this way.
Yep.
And in the major cities, okay, now we can fend for our own food, but the people who are in these big cities cannot. So they're going to come out and get food wherever they can.
Yep. When the stores are empty, the shelves are empty, where are they going to go?
Yeah.
So.
This is. Yeah, let me get off of here. Somebody
no,
else
you're
might
fine.
Want to get up here.
I just thought I'd open some eyes.
And everybody was saying, "I thought I won a prize." Everybody was telling me to go. Goodness.
Well, where you now?
I thought I was your big winner.
My memory is not the best. Okay, it's not the best. Where are you? What part of the country are you in? Are you in Ohio?
No, I'm in New York.
Oh, so you are in New York. Okay.
Yes, I am.
Are you on upstate New York or New York, New York?
I am in upstate New York.
Okay.
I'm just about on the Ontario Lake.
Okay. I have a cousin that's in Vermont. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He's been over there in Vermont since he was probably 19 years old. So 19, 20 years old. Good kid, good guy. He's a welder over there. So.
Yeah. And it's colder than the buggers up here right now.
I bet it is.
We got 11 below right now.
Oh, wow. Lana says send her a balloon. Everybody's on there Lana's reminding me about Valentine's Day coming up. I was saying I'll just go to the dollar store and get her a balloon. Well, listen, you have a good night. Thanks for calling. And if you keep me informed on anything you see over there, as far as your prices. And what's a dozen eggs go for over there right now,
Almost $9.
Oh my gosh.
They're $8.65.
Wow.
Yeah. It's over $10 for a pound of bacon.
Oh my gosh. That is nuts.
Yeah.
And who's making the money? Who's making the money is the packers, the meat packers. The farmers aren't making the money, that's for sure.
That's terrible.
So, anyway.
That's terrible.
Melinda Dobson says, sorry, I told Lila if she calls, she'd win a cow. Oh, wow.
That was good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, listen, you have a good night. And it's almost 10 o'clock, and I'm going to go for about another 9 more minutes and then jump off of here because all right.
Give Miss Linda my love.
I will. We'll talk to you later.
All right.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Mm-hmm. Bye.
Uh-huh.
Well, that was good. What'd she say? $10 for a dozen eggs or a pound of bacon? Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, people. Wow. Well, I don't know. Is it going to get worse or is it going to get better? That's what I want to know. And all this is going to, I don't know. It's hard telling. Melinda says, love you, Lila. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was a good time. I'm glad I got it. I figured, and it clicked up here. My desktop audio wasn't turned on, so, yeah. Anyway. Well, I'm going to jump off of here because, let's see here. We've been on here 38 minutes, and I'm tired. Woke up at 4 o'clock this morning, and I don't think I got rolling out the gate till 7:30 this morning because they couldn't figure out where everybody was going. So ran 600 miles and came home. So, and if you think about these high prices and that, this is just going to trickle down to the gas prices, the food prices, the price of your clothing, leather goods, everything. So, it's kind of a sad deal. There's going to have to be a change somewhere, people. So, stay safe, stay healthy, and if you see someone in need, try to help them out, especially a relative or whatever. Say hi to a stranger. And, I'll be getting the bike back on Saturday. They called me today. So, Lana, Lila, Melinda, thanks for joining me. Shows we got 8 people in here, so hit the big thumbs up for me, will you? And, we'll talk to you later, all right? Stay safe.